Good morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. It is Friday, November 20th. Welcome to another fun day. Let's start our day in prayer. Let's fold our hands and bow our heads. Dear God, we give thanks for all good things, for potatoes and stuffing and turkey wings. We thank God for pumpkin pie and the smile in our family's eye. That is for sure, because my heart warms when my family smiles, and my heart warms when you smile. All right, so fun day today. We're going to make necklaces. I gave you a bag of super fun things to make our necklace. And we are also going to go grocery shopping. We're going to check our list because Thanksgiving is next week, so we have to make sure we have all we need for our Thanksgiving. And then we are going to make our Horn of Plenty, or our cornucopia. And you know my song. There's a pepper in my cornucopia. There's a pepper in my cornucopia. There's an apple in my cornucopia. There's an apple in my cornucopia. Only for you two. Only for you two would I be singing silly like that. Okay, so we're just going to finish out the week by recapping our letter M. When we make when we say the letter M, we're going good. You can hear that. Put your lips together. Good. Monkey. Mitten. Mailbox. Mitt. So we have to put our lips together tight to say our M words. So just remember that. And the way I remember it is because M&M's candy, M and M's candy, are one of my favorite candies. So if I'm going M and M, pushing them together. And the way I remember the letter M is because they look like mountains. My capital M definitely looks like a mountain. We start up, from the bottom up, and down. And then this looks like a little mini mountain. From the top to the bottom, and then we come back up and we make our M. If we did it sideways, it's kind of like half of an oval snowman. But this is our letter M. And we've already talked about things that begin with M. Thanksgiving mice, our magnet, our mittens, our mushroom, and milk all begin with M. All right, so let's jump into our grocery list. Here's Emily Elizabeth from Clifford. I don't know how much Clifford you guys watch because that's kind of an older TV show, but maybe, you never know. All right, so Emily Elizabeth has a list. Here's her grocery list. She has carrots, turkey, potatoes, milk, a pie, bread, and pumpkin. And you see the little boxes next to them? What we're going to do is go on an I Spy treasure hunt, and we're going to try to spy these things in the cart. And when we find these things in the cart, we're going to check them off right here. So the first thing we're looking for is carrots. So we're going to kind of go up and down. Do you spy carrots yet? Up and I spy carrots right here. So I spied the carrots. So I'm going to check them off in the box. And then when it's time for me to color, I'm going to go back and I'm going to color in the carrots. You can do this on your coloring time. I'm just going to do it now to show you real quick. And I'm going to use my orange and my green. Okay, so first on my list was carrots, so I checked it off because I found it, and here's my carrots over here. Next on my list is the turkey, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to kind of go up and down until you spy your turkey, your potatoes, your milk, your pie, your bread, and your pumpkin. And each one of them, when you spy them, we're going to check them off, and then you're going to color them in your cart. Okay? All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is just tell you about our Horn of Plenty. We're going to take our paper and use our glue stick and glue it on. And our Horn of Plenty is just like our Horn of Plenty in our classroom. Okay, here's our Horn of Plenty. Remember I said we put it under our arms, hold it like this, and then we can pick our fruits and vegetables and put them in. Well, here's our Horn of Plenty that we're going to paint. All right, so we're going to glue this on and we're going to paint all of our yummy vegetables. I spy carrots, grapes, a pear, apples, over here some corn. I think that might be an orange, but whatever you think. And we have, of course, some leaves, and then our cornucopia is brown or black. So you can paint this or you can color it, up to you. And we'll put that aside for when it's time for you to color and paint. Okay, so I'm so excited. I love to make things like this. So this is our necklace. I gave you your piece of, it's plastic string. The reason I use this is because it's easier to thread, to lace. All right, so I gave you a bunch of different things. And the reason why I gave you kind of, I guess, what you think is unusual, but these are spools that you put thread on when you're using needle and thread. And I'm sure that the pilgrims, as I'm sure as the pilgrim children, whatever was left over for them to play with, they were able to play with. I mean, they didn't have all the toys and all of the games that you have today. So they had to use what they had to make their toys or their necklaces or, things just to play. So I gave you a couple of these, and you can do this any way you want. Remember I told you when the Native Americans make jewelry, they used wood and clay. So I gave you some flowers. These are foam flowers, but probably back when they were making this jewelry, they were using either real flowers or dried flowers. They were taking their flowers and hanging them and letting them dry to decorate with them. So you can just do any pattern that you want. If you want to take your pieces of pasta that I gave you, and if you want to paint them first, you can certainly paint them and let them dry to give your necklace some color. I gave you a lot of paints. So these are just pieces of pasta, but we can pretend that they're different kinds of treasures. And you're just going to do them one at a time. Make sure you're holding the one side up or leaving it kind of down to the side so we're not going past that. So because if we go past that, I'll show you. If you're not holding your side down, then when it gets to the end, it's going to fall off. So you can use any pattern you want. You can use, you can put all your flowers together. You can maybe put a piece of pasta, then a flower, then another piece of pasta and a flower. However you want to do your beautiful necklace. And this is something that our Native American friends would make when they're having a celebration. You know, when you go to a special occasion and you get dressed up, if you're going to Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner, you might have to wear your good clothes. Well, the Native Americans, when they were getting ready to go to something special, like the Thanksgiving feast, they might have made something like this to dress themselves up and to celebrate. Right? And that's what your necklace is going to look like with all of these super cool pieces all put together. And then you can ask, or you can do it yourselves, or you can ask your grown-up to just tie it in a knot, and that finishes your necklace. And then you can put it on, and you can have your beautiful necklace. I do think it would be fun to take that pasta and paint it. That's just something that I think would make it look brighter, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but you certainly have the paint to do it. So this is our fun necklace. I'm going to put it back in our bag. I can't wait to see them. Your really cool necklaces. Okay. And I'm going to come back in a couple minutes and we're going to read another story about the adventures of the Pilgrims and the Native American Indians. All right, so have fun making your necklace, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Bye-bye.